Well, if you're here, you've done week 4, day 1. Good on you, and you're ready to do day 2. Remember, you can do either day 1 or day 2 another day this week. So you can do a total of 3 of these workouts. I generally don't recommend doing any more because these are full body workouts and you should give your body some time to recover. The ideal breakdown would be a day on, a day off, a day on, a day off, and a day on, and then 2 days off. And feel free to do cardio on any of those other days. What I generally like to do is, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm doing my strength workouts, and then Tuesday, Thursday, I do a cardio workout, and that's good. Then I get the weekend off, right? So I can do fun things like make these videos for you guys. So, what we did in day 1 is we did more lower body movements, and we're going to do that again today. The 2 lower body movements that we're going to do are going to be focused on lunging, and each is going to be a different kind of lunge, okay? Do these slow at first to make sure that your stability is there, that you can handle it, okay? The first one is inspired by my strength coach, Karsten Jensen. It's called an 8-way lunge, okay? What it looks like is I'm lunging in all directions, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a forward lunge, and then I'm going to come back to the starting point. And then I'm going to do a lunge at 45 degrees, and I'm going to come back to the starting point. And then I'm going to step back a little bit so that you can see me here. And then I'm going to lunge out to the side. I'm going to do a side lunge. And then 45 degrees back here. And then a reverse lunge. And then same thing here. Forward. 45. Side. 45. And then back. Okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually a 10-way lunge. I said 8 ways, 10-way then. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? So you're lunging 10 times in one movement. You're doing a circle, or a semicircle here, and then a semicircle there. That's your first exercise. And of course, if this doesn't work, go back to doing just regular lunges. Practice your regular lunges. Practice getting deeper on your regular lunges, okay? If that doesn't work, half lunges. Just make sure you're staying on the heel of the front foot. Your joints aren't hurting, right? Same rule as we've been following the past 3 weeks. Lunges don't work, not a problem. Full squats, half squats, or just the basic donkey kicks, which are great for the glutes, by the way. They're basic, but they work. You do it standing against a wall. You want to make it harder, do it standing like this, holding on to nothing. Or the 3 ways, or the leg circles. And again, it's a real challenge when you're doing these and you're not holding onto a wall, okay? So, those are your lower body options for the first exercise. Second exercise, what we did in day 1 is we focused on push. We focused on doing a push-up, okay? Today, we're gonna focus on a pull, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the standard that we've been doing, the bent row. If you've got weights, if you've got cans, if you've got bottles of water, that's great. Pull your shoulder blades together, pull those elbows to the ceiling, tight core, knees are bent just a bit. You're not slouched over like this, you're nice and straight. And you can do it with a band around a post or in a door. You can do it holding onto a TRX, pulling yourself up. If you're lucky and have access to a cable system, like a cable weighted system, great. If you have dumbbells, great. It's going to be the bent row that we're focused on for the second exercise, okay? So day 1 was a push, day 2 was a pull. We're starting to get a little bit into what are called body part splits, where one day we have one focus, one day we have another focus. I'm doing that so I can open up a space so that we can do a second lower body movement, okay? That's what we've been doing. The focus is on increasing the intensity of these workouts by adding a second lower body workout or movement, okay? And again, we're gonna focus on the lunge. What it's gonna look like is this. We're going to do a reverse lunge, and then we're gonna come up and do hip flexion, okay? Reverse lunge, hip flexion, lunge, flex, lunge, flex, lunge, flex, lunge, flex. If you have stairs, and I don't have stairs, and you want to make it harder, I'm going to step into the forest here. Lunge, step up on the stair, and then do hip flexion with the other hip, okay? And then lunge, step up on the stair with the other foot, and do hip flexion, okay? So you're adding a little bit more into it. So that's your third exercise. And again, if those don't work, no problem. Do squats, do half squats, donkey kicks, all the usual suspects, okay? Now, exercise number 4. Last week we did something called a Russian twist. I'm going to give you an alternative to the Russian twist because I want to do something that's rotational, okay? If this one doesn't work, then go back to the Russian twist. But again, because we're keeping things in balance, in day 1 we did a linear core exercise, I want to do a rotational one. This is called a reverse wood chop. You don't need a weight for this one. But if you have a light weight and you're strong enough, you might want to use it. What you're going to do here is hold on to the weight. You're going to bend down, twist, trying to get your belly button facing that way, and then you're going to rapidly throw the weight up, but don't let it go, okay? And don't lose your balance like I just did there, okay? So twist, twist, twist. Make sure you're well warmed up before you do this one, okay? But the idea is really to rotate at the trunk. My belly button's facing that way and I'm low. My belly button faces this way as I come up high, and I'm maintaining a regular squat stance, okay? Feet shoulder width apart, and rotate, rotate, rotate. Half on one side, half on the other side, okay? So you can do 15 to 30 seconds on one side, 15 to 30 seconds on the other side, okay? So if you can't do that one, if you remember the one we did last week, we did the Russian twist, okay? Where you're holding a weight, and the ideal, the hardest way to do this is holding a weight, you lean back with your legs straight, and you're rotating side to side, okay? Make it a little easier by pulling your legs in, a little easier putting your legs down, and a little easier still putting the weight down if you're holding a weight. Just keep twisting. The only thing I want you to do if you choose this option over the reverse wood chop is don't just move your arms and have your body facing that way. You want to twist at the trunk. You want to use your abs, your internal and external obliques primarily to rotate, okay? So those are your exercises. Let's get to it. You guys ready to start? You get my timer going here. Okay, here we go. Okay, 10-way lunges. Lunge to the front and back. Lunge to the side, back, 45. Side, 45 back this way, straight back, forward here, 45 that way, side, 45 back, straight back. And again. It's good. It looks like I'm going to get through 2 rounds of this. Remember, if this doesn't work, right, you're just doing either regular lunges. Sorry, I lost my balance a bit. Can't talk and exercise at the same time, clearly. Can't do regular lunges. Do regular half lunges. Can't do those. Do regular squats. Can't do those. No problem. Half squats, and then all the usual suspects. There we go. There's the timer. And we're into the bent row. Can you see me? Okay, grab your weights if you have them. If you have no weights, just pretend you do. Stand up or bend over. Pretend you do. Squeeze those shoulder blades, okay? But it's harder, and you're using your core more, if you bend over, even if you have no weights. Pull those shoulder blades together. Don't shrug the shoulders. Pull them down and the blades together. Standing if you can't bend for that long. Some people's backs bother them. You can also do it sitting down, right? I was able to demonstrate that last week. Can't do it when I'm outside. Okay? Twist. You know, vary it. Vary your grip. Pull wide. Neutral. Underhanded. And you can do this with the dumbbells as well, right? In all orientations. Okay, there we go. We're good. Okay. Now the lunge with the hip flexion, okay? Lunge, flex. Lunge, flex. Lunge, flex. Lunge, flex. If you have ankle weights, this will make it harder. Be a good addition. It'll make the hip flexion portion right here more difficult. The lunge won't be more difficult. Well, maybe a bit. Yeah, as you step back, it'll be a bit more challenging, but sometimes I find putting my hands on my hips when I'm lunging creates more stability. Not entirely sure why. Seems to work for me. Give it to you in case it works for you too. And remember, if these don't work, any of the other lower body exercises that work for you will do fine. Okay. All right. Okay, and let's go to the reverse wood chop. Okay. I did that one last, but let's do it second last this time. Throw it up. Throw it, remember, 15 to 30 seconds, okay? Almost there, we're almost at 30 seconds. Okay, really twisting my body, using my knees. Great, now I'm going down to this side. Almost there. Okay, last exercise that I forgot to show you. What we're going to do is something called a Superman. Okay, you're going to lie down flat and you're going to fly like Superman. Just follow along with me here. Okay, put your arms out in front, your legs straight back this way so you can see me, and raise up a little bit and then come down. Raise up and then down. Up, down. Almost lift your toes off the ground, but not quite. Think about squeezing your glutes, your butt, and kind of almost trying to shrug your shoulders, okay? The thing to watch out for here is don't come up and then fall. Up and then fall. Nice and controlled. If that's too hard, just focus on the lower half, okay? Up and down. Up and down. Squeeze those glutes. All right, we're almost there, folks. There it is. Set number 1. Day 2, week 4. Okay, rest. How are you feeling? Check in with yourself. How is it? What's going on? Me, I'm sweaty. I'm not so much out of breath. I'm sweaty because it's hot out here. But it really is kind of wonderful to be able to work out in the nice warm weather. I'm a summer guy. I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, it's too hot and too humid for me. No such thing. Not a big fan of the winter. I love to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, outdoors. So I'm really grateful for this. Grateful to be able to bring these videos to you from the great outdoors. Check in with yourself again, like I was saying. How's your breathing? How are you feeling? Remember, I hope you've watched the video on what to do in case you get nauseated in the middle of a set, in the middle of a workout. You put yourself in the recovery position, and then when you're feeling better, which should happen fairly quickly, you know, your breathing's come back to normal, your heart's slowed down, and that feeling of nausea and dizziness is gone, then what you do is you slowly try to get up. You keep testing it every step of the way. You sit up, and you get on your knees. Hopefully you have something to pull yourself up with. Stand up briefly and sit down on a chair, see how you're feeling, and then eventually get up and move around a little bit, okay? Test it out slowly. And stop the workout. Do not go back and start working out. Mike did not say it's okay to go back and work out after you felt crappy. Never. Working out till you puke serves no purpose unless, I don't know, maybe you're a mixed martial artist or an Olympian and you really have to push yourself, or you're in the US Marines and you have to know how to go until you're pretty much dead. There's no percentage of that here. We can really hurt ourselves doing that, okay? So be smart. You're competing against yourself. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Mike said that a million times. I want you to hear that in your head. You are only competing against yourself. If you're doing better than you were when you started, than you were last week, you've improved. You're doing great. Okay, here we go. Set number 2, folks. And let's start with those lovely 10-way lunges. Here we go. Forward, 45, sideways, 45 back, straight back, forward, 45, sideways, 45 back, straight back, forward, 45, sideways. And by the way, you don't have to go all the way down on these, right? You can do these with me and just do them halfway down, right? These are more of a stability thing, right? Finding out where's my stability least, in which direction. For me, it's this one here. This is where my stability gets challenged. I can feel it. Pay attention to your body. There we go, 10 more seconds to go, but we've done 2 full circuits. We're gonna let the clock run out, and we're gonna go right to the next exercise, which is, of course, the bent row. Grab your weights, folks. Okay, row. Pull them up fast, snap them up. Okay, or your band. You can have a resistance band under your feet, pulling it up, or in a door, right? And you can do this sitting down. Squeeze those shoulder blades and keep the shoulder blades down. All right. You want to make it harder, just like we did last week. Row, fly, row, fly, row, fly. Mix it up. Fly. Okay. Row. Whatever works. I don't have a chair, but I'll mimic it. Sitting in a chair. You're rowing, right? Whatever works for you. And again, change the orientation of your hands as you do it. Okay? Mix it up. Here we go. Next is those crazy lunge, hip flexion. Lunge, hip flexion. Don't forget, change it out to whatever exercise works for you. These don't work, just do regular lunges. These don't work, do regular squats, half squats, or, you know, donkey kicks, right? Front, side, back, front, side, back, leg circles. So I'm standing on a hill here when I do these. Leg circles, equal amount each side. Check in with yourself, how are you feeling? If you feel like it's too much, that's when you know you should downgrade it to another exercise, or maybe pause. Remember, you can always pause these videos, okay? Okay, next is reverse wood chops, okay? Or, remember the Russian twists if those work. And if those don't work, then what you can do, let me just do an equal number on each side here. Same alternative I gave you on day 1. Do just even a single leg reverse crunch. Okay? Okay? Or the Russian twist, if you are so inclined, if these work for you. Hey, guess what? One more exercise. And we're through the second set of 3 sets of the second day, which is the last day of week 4 of the 12-week challenge. Here we go. You ready? It's the Superman. Okay? Can you see me? Yes, you can. Okay, good. And up. Slowly down. Up. Slowly down. Up. Down. Up. down, up, down, up. Oh, that's too much. Not a problem. Just the lower half. Okay, and you're lifting it up only a little bit. Squeeze your butt to get it up and down. Remember, don't collapse. Okay, nice and slow, and then down. Nice and slow up, nice and slow down. Up and down. Up, down. Up, down, up, down. Almost there. Just checking, see, I set my timer. Sometimes I don't set it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Alrighty, folks. 2 minutes. And then it's the final set of the last day of the 4th week of the 12-week challenge. And that means that you will have completed 1/3 of the whole thing. You know, a lot of the people who I work with and a lot of the people who I interact with, who I'm not working with, tend to be really hard on themselves. They think that they should be doing more. They should be doing better. You should be exactly where you are. And I'm telling you something. If you have followed along each of these weeks, if you have done even one exercise for one repetition out of one of the routines from each of the weeks, then you've followed along. And if you haven't, good on you for looking at the videos and thinking about it. Maybe you're not ready yet. That's all okay. That's all good. It's all to the good. When you're ready, you'll do it. The beauty is these videos will be there forever. They're going to be there on my YouTube channel. They're all numbered in order. It says week 1, day 1, week 1, day 2, then week 2, and they're all in alphabetical order. You can search them and find them. Okay, they will always be there. You can do this anytime. You might not be ready for a year, 2 years, 5 years, but they will be there, and you can use them anytime you want. Okay. And again, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you like, what you hate, what's working, what's not. I need the feedback because I make changes based on feedback. Several people have told me, you know, some have messaged offline as well. I really appreciate that. You know, don't be afraid. Don't think I'm going to be upset or embarrassed if you post something about what you don't like there. I have no ego attached to this. This is to help you. And if you've got a question or a problem about or with a particular exercise, guaranteed there's someone else who does too. So ask the question and do it publicly, because they'll go, oh God, thank God someone else asked that. I was too scared to ask it. Okay? Whoop, looks like we're back in, folks. Get ready. Last set of those funky lunges. Here we go. Okay, let's start on the other side this time. I'm going forward. I'm going 45. And I'm going the side. And 45. This is my wonky one, remember. I have to go a little slower on that one just to make sure. And then forward. Ooh, a little off balance there. 45. Side. 45. Straight back. Forward. 45. Side. My wonky one. Ooh, be careful. There we go. Good. Straight back. And then forward. Suppose you could call these around the clock lunges too. Yeah. Ooh, I got an around the clock plank that we're going to do in one of the later weeks. You're going to love that. Okay, we got just a couple seconds left. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, here we go, folks. This is the row. Grab your weights, your band, your water bottles, whatever. Sit in the chair, bend over. Stand up, bend over. Whatever. Okay. And the bands in the door, around a post. Whatever works for you at your level, right? You want to make it more interesting? Row, fly, row, fly. You can do that bending over. We were doing that last week. I had the water bottles in my hand when I was doing that. Row, fly, row, fly. I got 20 seconds left. My lovely fiance and the dogs have come as spectators. We'll show them to you when we are done this last and final set of day 2, week number 4. You will have been 1/3 done. Good on you. Okay, all right, get ready. Funky lunge time. Here we go. Lunge back, hip flexion, back, flexion, back, flexion. Of course, how to make this harder, go faster. Use ankle weights. Okay? Yeah, but Mike, this is too hard. Not a problem. Just do regular lunges. Okay? Mike, my joints hurt when I do full lunges. No problem. Do a half lunge. Mike, I hate lunges. No problem. Leg circles. Okay, holding a wall if you want. I'm using my imaginary wall. Alternating sides. Okay, or flexion, abduction, donkey kick. Flexion, abduction, extension. Okay, or just good old donkey kicks. Against the wall or freestanding. Not a problem. Okay, guess what? Only have 2 exercises left. Here we go. Those awful reverse wood chops. Grab your weight, rotate, and throw. 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 Twist. Make sure my belly button's going that way, this way, that way, this way. You're rotating and you're bending the knees. But Mike, my knees hurt when I do that. No problem. We do those equally awful Russian twists, right? Okay. Feet on the ground if that's too hard. Put the weight down if that's too hard. Mike, this all sucks. I can't handle it. Not a problem. Single leg, reverse crunch. Easy enough. Working the same muscles. Okay? How you feeling? 1 exercise left. That's it, that's all. We're almost there. Did I hit the button? Yep, there we go. Okay, 1 more exercise. Remember what it is? Superman's. Here we go. Up, slowly down. Up, slowly down. Up, slowly down. If that's too much, just the lower half. Okay, nice and slow, nice and controlled. How are you feeling? You should be proud of yourself, okay? If you've made it this far, even if you haven't made it this far, if you're just watching this video going, don't know if I want to do that, be proud of yourself for taking enough interest in yourself, for caring enough about yourself to even consider it, okay? Baby steps. Progress, not perfection. Small changes, small steps, big results. This thing happens 1 step at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 small change at a time. There's the bell. We're done. Hey, Dexter. Dexter, come say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi. Hello. Oh, okay. This is my gang. This is my tribe. And for those of you who don't know, this is the most important part of my tribe. Come down, Archie. Come say hi. They've seen you on Facebook. Say hi to everyone who's doing the 12-week challenge. You guys are great. You're awesome, okay? You have completed the 2nd day, which is the last day you have to do. But remember, if you want to do 1 more day of either day 1 or day 2 of week 4, feel free to. Just give yourself a day off in between, okay? All right. Love you all. Comments, questions, what you love, what you hate, put it in down below, and we will see you on the flip side.